let's talk about shoulder safety and warm-up. You have very small muscles here in your rotator cuff, just like I showed you in the pictures earlier in this video. You really don't want to try and build up those little muscles. You just want to strengthen them so they keep your shoulder stability intact. Everything you do in the weight room or pretty much fitness-wise involves your shoulders. So you want to use small weights. 3 pounds, and this one's a 5 pound. You know, if you find that a 3 pounder is too heavy for you, go ahead and work your way up to, go ahead and get yourself a 1 pounder to use to start with, alright? You don't want to go any higher than 10 pounds. So anywhere between 3 to 5 pounds to 8, 10 pounds, you have to use your best judgment. If you're a beginner, I suggest using the smaller little dumbbells. That way you don't put so much strain on your shoulder when it's not used to what you're doing with it. So let's get started. The first strengthening exercise I want to show you is what we call the Indian clubs. They're not actually Indian clubs. They're little dumbbells, but we're going to use movements like you would use with the Indian clubs. The first exercise is for beginners, and I suggest you use the lighter weight. You see how I'm holding this weight here? I got it between my fingers. That's so I can get a good grip on it. Alright, let's start the Indian club exercise for beginners. Make sure you hold the weights down at your side. You're going to come straight up, down, pause, go out to the sides, pause, down, pause, and go back as far as you can and pause. That's 1 rep. Up, down, out, down, back, down. That's 2 reps. So you want to do this for maybe 5 to 8 reps. You're not really going for a burn, and you're not trying to build muscle, you're just trying to strengthen it. Alright, let's do the Indian club swings for the intermediate to advanced group. Again, you're going to hold the dumbbells the same way, so you get a good grip on them. Alright, but you're going to do full swings. Weights at your side, go all the way up, come back down and pause, come all the way to the outside and up, pause, down and pause, and you'll only be able to go so far back. That's 1 rep. All the way up, down, all the way out and up, down, as far back as you can go, and down. It makes 2 reps. Our next shoulder strengthening exercise is called the Arnold press. Wonder who invented that. Alright, it's simply a shoulder press with a twist, but in order for it to be effective, you must execute it the right way. This exercise can be done by beginners, intermediates, and advanced. The only thing that differs is how much weight you use. So, get a grip on your barbells. Make sure that the palms of your hands are facing you. Then you're going to push out. And when you get about midway, rotate. Come to the top until your palms are facing away from you. Same movement on the way down, only in reverse. Out and up, out and down. Palms facing you, rotation, palms facing away. Again, 5 to 8 reps, no higher than 10 pounds. Alright? All of these exercises go no heavier than 10 pounds. You're not building them, you're just strengthening them. Alright, our next exercise is going to be called the Cuban press. It's not really a press, it's more of a Cuban lift, but the name of it just happens to be the Cuban press. And this will work more with some rotation. Here's what you're going to do as a beginner. You need to stand with your upper arms parallel to the floor, and the same with your forearms. That's your starting position. And you're going to slowly rotate up and back down. Try and keep your arms in that parallel position when you come down. Up and down. Up and down. Again, you only need to do 5 to 8 reps, one set. This exercise is for intermediates and advanced. It's a lot like the standing Cuban press, but only we're going to do it prone and on a bench. Alright, here we have the Cuban press done for intermediates and advanced on the bench. Position yourself on your stomach. You want your chin to be at the very front of the bench. Again, this is your starting position for the Cuban press for a prone position. Simply rotate up and down. Rotate up and down. You want to get your forearms parallel to the floor when you raise. If you find out that you have a little kink in your back where your neck hurts, you can move your head forward and rest your chin on the bench. That'll take some of the stress off your lower back. Our next little exercise here is going to be external rotation and internal rotation. This one also needs to be done on a bench. Again, like everything else, 5 to 8 reps, one set. Your weight will be anywhere up to 10 pounds. Alright? Here we go. Position yourself on your side with your weights. Tuck your knees up so you have balance. We're going to do internal rotation. Keep that arm at a 90-degree angle. When it comes down, make sure it's parallel to the floor. Right? Now, we'll do external rotation. Keep that elbow hugged tight to your side and come up. Bring it parallel to the floor. Down, up, down, up. Make sure you're using your shoulder as the point of rotation. Once you've done one side, you need to flip over and do the other side so you get equal resistance and strength training. Tuck your knees in for balance, and up and down, up and down, parallel to the floor, 90-degree angle, up, down. And you do the same thing with your external rotations. Keep that elbow tucked right to your side, and up and down. Up and down. The next strengthening exercise we have is called spreaders. What I want you to do is get your dumbbells, and I want you to hold them like this. See how they're resting on my thumbs and forefingers? Alright? Grip them there. Now, when you do this exercise, you're going to be swinging your arms out, but try to keep your shoulders even. Too many people throw in a shrug when they spread their arms out. You want to keep your shoulders even because it's your shoulders muscles that you're trying to work, that rotator cuff, not your traps. Okay? Here's how it looks. You've got your weights like this. Turn your palms towards your body. Get your weights down by your thighs. Now you're going to slowly spread the weight out and back together. Spread the weight out and back together. Remember, not to shrug. You don't want to use those traps. You want to use your rotator cuff muscles. Out and together. For advanced, intermediates, and beginners, you can all do this exercise. 5 to 8 reps, 1 set.